Okay, here's a procrastination bugaboo that I suffer from, that all my clients suffer from, and I'm guessing you suffer from it too. And it is this issue where you know there's something to do, like you're thinking about it in your mind, and you're just like, oh, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to get started. And because it feels so big, and I don't want to do it, and I just feel it like with this feeling that I'm showing you, and I also feel it as a tightness in my belly, I just don't want to take action. And so I was talking to a client of mine recently. She's a sophomore in high school, and she said that she has this problem. And I said, you know what I do? I mean, this is just like what I do in my own life when I suffer from this problem. I said, I asked myself this question: what is the itty bittiest action that I'd be willing to take right now? Doesn't matter how itty bitty, but what would I be willing to do right now? And so if all I'm willing to do is open up a tab on my computer, great. Or if all I'm willing to do is open up a Google Doc and title it the way my teacher wants me to title it, and put in put in a heading and then copy and paste the prompt and put it in for the essay and put it inside that Google Doc, fine. But always, I called it a game, always ask this question: what is the itty bittiest action you'd be willing to do right now? And I said, it works wonders for me. And so she said she'd be willing to play with this game over the next week. And at the end of every session, I write down commitments, like what is the student committing to me that they'll do. And since she was committing to play this game, I also like to ask students to name things themselves. So it's no longer my idea, it becomes their idea. And she surprised me. She gave, well, I guess I'll ask you first, what name would you give this little game? So think about that while I write the name that she gave to it. Ready? I would love to hear yours, by the way. Type it down below if you came up with one. She wanted to call it the Don't Lose game. And I was like, what? The Don't Lose game? Like, what is that about? And she said, well, and she's a volleyball player and she's super into competition. And she said, the only way I can lose this game is if I don't take any action. So as long as I take some action, even an itty bitty action, then I've won. I don't lose. I was like, whatever floats your boat, babe. That really works for her. So I put it down for her commitment. And then the next week I checked in with her about it. And it was so cool. There were 2 amazing discoveries we had, but I'm going to make you wait until next week's video to find out about those 2 discoveries. Now, I will say that if you're an educator, one of the things that I do in my Anti-Boring Educators Club is I post monthly videos of my work with actual students. And there is going to be a video of this conversation with the students. You can see it happening in the club in the month of November 2020. And so if that's of interest to you, I encourage you to join the club. And you can either join by emailing me at gretchen@gretchenwegner.com and letting me know you'd like to join, or heading over to my website, gretchenwegner.com. But one thing I've been procrastinating on is getting information about the club up on the website. So it may not be up yet. And if it's not up yet, you should just email me. So, and I should be thinking about what the next itty bitty action I'm willing to take on that page on the website should be, shouldn't I? This stuff is good for grown-ups as well as students. Okay, everyone, I'll see you next week. Bye.